everyone, welcome to another episode of the Crystal Beauty Show. Our host today is Laureen, and she's going to be hosting you guys from Bamenda, Cameroon. Guys, this is going to be a really fun interview. You don't want to miss it, so stay tuned.
Hi everyone. I'm Laureen, your host for today. I'm so happy to have here with me a beautiful Cameroonian musician who goes by the name Zita Light. So, who is Zita Light?
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here on the show today. Zita Light is a gospel musician from Queen in the northwest region of Cameroon. And she sings just like you hear light, to bring light in the lives of people for the betterment of our society.
Hallelujah.
I sing to restore hope. I sing to make people believe that they have a life ahead of them that is befitting.
Wow.
Yes.
So, can you throw more light on your personality?
All right. Aside being Zita Light, I am Atanche Zita, CEO of New Breed Africa Foundation. It's an organization that reaches out to young people, particularly orphans and the vulnerable, to support, empower, and promote their well-being.
Wow.
And I also do write. I write poems and other forms of inspirational books. I'm also a host for different kind of events. A trained journalist.
What kind of events? Please just give us.
All kinds of events, weddings, book launches, animation programs, anything events.
Oh, wow. So, as far as your music career is concerned, what genre of music do you do?
Oh, well, my music is really not very specific, but I can coin what I do as Afro-spiritual. I do some kind of music that people are like, where are you coming from with this kind of inspiration, particularly with the most recent project that I'm engaged in now, which I call the Lamentation Project or the Nsankwe series.
Wow.
It's really one kind of deep African kind of music inspired from my Queen culture.
Wow.
So, but I do every kind of music. But generally around the Afro genre, you always find me there.
Who are the people you have worked with?
In music?
Yes.
Okay, I've worked with Shapito Senk. He's a gospel rapper, music rapper, yes. I've worked with Ayet Leonette. She's also an Afro artist here in Bamenda. I think basically those are the two people I've really worked with throughout my music career for the moment.
Can you tell us the titles of your most remarkable songs?
Okay. I have Let Me Show You. It's a high life kind of song. That's the song, I keep remembering that particular song because that's the song that gave me my very first video.
Wow.
Yes. So I love it so much. And then this Nsankwe series, which is Nsankwe 1, Nsankwe 2, Nsankwe 3, Nsankwe 4, 5, 6, and I'm releasing the 7th.
Wow.
So it's an entire series, lamentation series, lamenting about the issues that humanity is facing, the deplorable state of our world today that has been caused by the fact that mankind has strayed away from the principles of God and God's counsel, and crying and rallying humanity to cry back to God for a restoration of mankind's fulfillment and bliss.
Wow. So you mentioned something like your first song you've ever released is your best, right?
My first video, the song with
okay,
the first video. Yes.
Please can you remind us about the title? What's the title?
Let me show you.
Please can you just hum it?
All right. Let me show you how I really love you, girl. Let me show you how I really care. Let me show you how I really love you, boy. Let me show you how I really care. Day and night may seem so discouraging, and you're really feeling left out.
Wow.
Let me show you how I really care.
You have a lovely voice. I wish I could sing like you. Please just teach me. Let me show you.
How I really love you, girl.
Let me show you.
How I really care.
That's my best one. Wow, that's so nice. We'll learn the song after.
All right.
So, how did you come about your music career?
Okay, I believe that it's inborn.
Wow.
I believe it's inborn. Though I actually started in the entertainment world, I started as a dancer. I actually was a leader of a dance crew, meaning makers, which in short we called it double M.
Wow.
Double M for meaning makers. Yeah, so everything about my life has always been to make more meaning out of the lives of the people that come in contact with what I do. So I started with dancing, and we did every kind of dance you can imagine. Street dance, we did contemporary dance, makosa,
wow,
njang, whatever thing dance. I was in it.
Wow,
so I
wow.
did that for years.
Amazing.
And then I danced for the Bright Face, for David King, for Kenny Great, for many other artists before I ever thought of beginning my own music career in 2008.
Please, can you tell us more about your show? You mentioned something of being host for many shows.
All right. For the moment, let me mention my radio shows before any other. While I was still at school in National Polytechnic Bamenda, I conceived a show one day in class because of the passion to promote talent and culture around my area. I realized that the young people are so talented around Bamenda, the Northwest region, but we had little promotion platforms. So, and I conceived the show Meet the Stars. Meet the Stars, and because I actually did my internship at Radio Hot Cocoa, Bamenda, I had to propose the show there, and it was accepted. That's practically for the promotion of home talent in Bamenda Northwest region. It's 2 hours of promotion of just home talent.
Wow.
Yes. And then I have also the Breed Without Grit now that runs on CBS Radio.
Wow.
Where I also bring in artists and talented people in Bamenda and talk about what they do, but basically tilting them towards using what they have for community development and the betterment of our world, because it's born from my organization, New Breed Africa Foundation.
Wow.
Which has that goal to inspire the spirit for community development and people's contribution towards the betterment of our world.
Wow. Talk about your humanitarian work.
Okay. Where do I begin? From 2015, when we started, because before New Breed Africa Foundation became officially operational in 2015, I've been running a lot of humanitarian activities in my community, Nkwen. I would go around and sell green leaves.
Wow.
Gather some money, and then I organize an inspirational party. That's how I used to call them. At that point, I didn't really know what to say if I'm faced with the people who need to listen, or who are giving me their ears to listen to me. I didn't know exactly what I could tell them about life that would coordinate their lives and make it better. So what I would do was to make sure I hustle very hard, get money, prepare food enough, and then I organize community football tournament.
Wow.
Under my sponsorship at that little level. And after the football tournament, we gather at the community hall where they feast. During that feasting, I invite motivational speakers who come in now and talk to them. And then there were also moments that we had the lone second division team that was Nkwen FC
Yes.
in Nkwen. They were really struggling. They were really suffering. Sometimes the footballers will not have transport for movements. They will not have even football hosts, but they were really committed. And being a footballer myself, I felt their pain.
Wow.
So I had to do some fundraising purposely to get football host for that
Wow,
team.
so nice.
So these are some of the activities that I used to carry out before I ever officially launched New Breed Africa Foundation.
Wow.
So from 2015, I have annual projects that we've been able to do from 2015 till now. We've had like 3 to 4 editions of each of those projects, reaching out to orphans and the vulnerable people. The first I'd like to mention is the capacity building for orphans and the vulnerable,
Wow.
which brings together mostly orphans and less privileged people, and now today IDPs, mostly young girls, because the guys are kind of feeling like they don't have time to sit down and learn some practical skills that could help them. So we've done that for 4 years consecutively since 2016 or 17, when the crisis just started. It was born by the Anglophone crisis and the fact that a lot of young girls were just loitering around the neighborhood, some getting pregnant. I was like, okay, how can I come in to help? That idea came. We do train them on sewing, marking, production of coconut oil, detergents, shampoo, and a lot of things that they can do practically to be able to make money for themselves.
Wow.
The first set we graduated 31, second set 31, third set 23, and the fourth set we had 12 because a lot of them became displaced. And then this year we opened the edition for this year on the 1st of July. It's actually running now. We still have about 10, and many are still trying to call in to come. Then we've had the back to school project for orphans and vulnerable people in Bamenda Turi, where the first edition we gave out books and other school material to over 400 orphans and vulnerable people around that community at the Nkwen Funds Palace. And we've done that for 2 years. Reason being that when the crisis started and schools became the drama that we've been watching all over these years, we had to find a substitute project for that, which of course was now the capacity building project. And then we've had food support program, which is always every December, ending around the 28th to the 30th of every December. We always gather to share what we have as food, as clothes, whatever that can make them, the orphans and vulnerable people, have a befitting feasting season. That has been running since 2015. So the projects, and then we also have career building for people living with disabilities. Yeah, the first artist we are actually building career for is Prince Edwin. Anybody who knows of the song I Am Me.
Wow. So we'll go on a short break now, but before we go, you already know what to do now. Or do I have to? Okay, let me just talk. Okay, there are questions here for you. You're going to pick.
Can I start picking?
after the break. You're going to pick 4, read out loud, and answer.
Okay.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Dung ta la nương bơ pha nương gia nhẹ la, a duy ba ma o te xoa a quê sự can chun gia nhẹ nơ bi lì nơ lì nơ. Ya như zo ma a bong nơ nhẹ xuyên căng ban nhẹ bơ ya ji tin gia nhẹ. Oh nơ ba bơ nhẹ ma bơ giang gơ ngô nơ lì nơ nơ ca cơ ba. Yeso Christo bikin bo no to no jenga ba ngole no kwese we fama me shawi ma atente ba bonko lila aozu o Yeso so yala ajwe ma aye yala
Welcome back. So, like I said, the question is here for you.
Okay. Tumbu is what I'm doing now. Okay, let me see what we have here. Okay. All right. The question is, what can make you fall out of love? Wow. All right. Well, I'm a very simple person, but I don't like anybody who says many things but cannot do one. I don't like people who are fake. It's better for you to tell me that you do something for me for 100 francs than to say that you can build me a skyscraper and then you cannot build a small thatch house.
Wow.
So that's what can actually make me fall out of love with anybody.
Oh, that's nice. So,
Okay.
the
Second question. What would this one be? I'm sure you're very happy right now.
I just
Okay. Okay. What is the silliest thing you have an emotional attachment to? Silliest. What could that be? Well, it may not be very silly, but to me, it may not be very silly to me, but to somebody it might be silly because maybe I'm a lady and I have emotional attachment to splitting wood.
wow.
Yes.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
Wow, you must be a strong woman.
Of
Oh, I
course.
like that. Oh. So let's go to the next question.
I told you I was ready for you. Okay. Let me see the next question. Okay. Why did you break up with your previous boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay. I will still come back. Like I said, I'm a very simple person, but I don't like people who are fake.
Yes.
Girl or boy. If you're my girlfriend, you're my boyfriend, whatever it is we do together, if you express any moment of fakeness in it, you just turn me off. So I would want to freely say something here today. I've never said it anywhere else. I actually had a suitor somewhere, and the reason why I actually walked out of the relationship was because of fakeness. Like I told you before, if he can say like 50 million things,
But
everything you say, you say yes, but one he does not do. So I'm not interested in those kind of people. They can actually drown you. Yeah.
okay. Your last question.
Okay. Okay, what is the thing that people think you can't do, but you actually do? Not just one. There are many things that I do that people think I can't actually do, but I do them. One is splitting wood. I actually sell wood, so
Wow.
sometimes I just decide to split my wood myself. I don't have to pay somebody to do that.
African woman.
And then molding blocks,
Wow.
sun-dry blocks, I actually did that, and I sold up to 750,000 francs from molding blocks.
Wow.
Yes. And farming. A lot of people think that Mama Z does not go to the farm, but I do go to the farm. I play football very well. A lot of people don't know I do play football. So those are my things.
Wow. I feel like the splitting of firewood part. I love it. That shows a real African woman.
Of course.
Wow. If someone wants to get to you, how is that possible?
All right. You can get to me on social media as Zita Light on Facebook, Zita Light Official on Twitter and Instagram. And on WhatsApp, you could dial 679-592502. You could also check my profile on Facebook, Atanche Zita. You could check out New Breed Africa Foundation and write to us. That's basically how you can get to me.
Thank you so much for your time. It was so
honored.
nice having you on the show.
It's my honor and my pleasure.
Leave your comments, like our Facebook page, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and keep watching.